The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Austin Seibert ready to get us started, and now off we go from Cleveland. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Here we go. Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go. Ready? 180. Alert, flare.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch QB jump. Mike 19.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Outstanding effort by Olave. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Let's get set. Can. Stop. Mike 19.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go. Cut. 180. What is that?
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
To throw is Watson.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Now whistles come in. Offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
He wasn't ready.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Brown. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Watson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 41 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
And Burrow going to throw again. Steps away to his left. Targeting Kamara, and Kamara's got it on the crossing route.
Here we go. Right 80.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
To throw again on second down. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Can't be denied, boy.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Place up.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Shot.
First down. Here's Burrow. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Can. 11 mighty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go play action with Burrow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Watch tight end.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. 54.
I got you. Jim, alert. Jim.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
He's coming. You got double up.
Watson now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
That's it, baby.
Now it's Watson.
Here we go.
Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Seibert on for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this a very, very short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Burrow on play action. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They're running it.
Play action. It's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Can.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
We're going to shut you down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Come on now.
Here we go. Right 80.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tony Field, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
11.
86.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Kill.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Watch the pass.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw again. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 180. Check 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Right 80. Check back 27. Here we go, T.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Check back 24. Defense, let's go. 26. Another timeout.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Right 55. Right 31.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
On 1st down, Randolph. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The man in motion is Brown.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, line up. Hey, check 24.
On first and 10, Watson rolling to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And he's got... There he goes left side. 20. 10, 5, and did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Here we go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Randolph. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch, and what some coaches...
He's got a man, complete.
Always a pleasure.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are on their... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Randolph. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check nickel. Motion!
Hey, check Michael out.
Throwing to start the drive. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Eckler now between the tackles. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Looking to throw. Watson. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Eckler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Check Mike 11. I got one.
Operating from the gun, Watson.
Man, I got you.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Alert! Check. Crunch.
Johnson is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Double time.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Randolph. And some room to work. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now, Watson.
Hey, alert three.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Right there. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On 1st down, Watson.
He don't want it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll run on 1st down. Randolph. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Browns, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road